Hello again, and welcome to another one of my Adam's Corner videos. I'm Adam Long, and I do a podcast, Adam's Corner, do a Blu-ray 4K roundup at the end of each month, and this is a supplement to that where you can actually see the things I'm talking about. Right now I hold in my hands a new release that I just received 2 days ago. It's the Paramount Scares Volume 2 4K set. And I'm going to actually do the unboxing in this video and let people see what's in this. Last year, Paramount released their first Paramount Scares Collection, which had Rosemary's Baby and Sweeney Todd and some other stuff in there. And so they've done it again with this release. Now, obviously, I have not gotten a chance to actually look at the quality of anything that's in here. So you'll have to bear with me. There we go. Got it. Opened, I believe. And we'll take a look at this together, shall we? Because I know a lot of people enjoy that sort of thing. So anyway, here you go. You have the back there and the front. Interesting, nice cover there, I would say. And we open it up. And this is a limited edition set, by the way. So I'm trying to get this cover. It's a little bit tough to maneuver. There we go. There we go. So what do you get? You get digital codes. You get a reproduction of a Fangoria made, well, it's a Fangoria magazine that's made especially for this set. And you can see there some of the, I'm not sure if these are reprints of articles or new articles. Not sure. But anyway, it's, I used to subscribe to Fangoria magazine back in the 80s when I was in high school and into the early 90s. But these are articles about the films that are included in this set. You have a poster here. Let's take a look at that, shall we? There you go. A little poster for the Paramount Scares Volume 2. Camp Crystal Lake, this is the patch, it looks like there. And a, there we go. Camp Crystal Lake patch, you get that there. And a, looks like a button here for the Paramount Scares. There you go. Take a closer look at that. And, you've got another piece of swag here. Let's see what we've got. There's a bigger button there that you can see inside. Now, how about the films? All this swag. Let's take a look at the actual packaging of the films, shall we? So, what do you have? Well, let's take them all out. You have Breakdown, which is a fantastic thriller. I'm not sure it's exactly horror. It's more of a thriller than a horror film, but nevertheless, it's making its 4K debut in this set. It was previously released on Blu-ray a year, maybe 2-3 years ago, I think. This is a terrific movie that sadly was not in high definition for the longest time, and now we're getting 4K just a couple of years later, so that's pretty amazing unto itself. What else do we have? We have Friday the 13th Part 2. So that's getting a 4K. I don't know if that's the first 4K ever release of that title, but anyway, as a standalone it may be. And we have two other titles here. We have, let's see, Orphan. This is Orphan First Kill from 2022. There you go. Let you see that. And then we have World War Z on 4K, and it also includes the director's cut, extended cut, whatever, on a separate Blu-ray disc. So that's pretty much what you get with this new Paramount Scares collection from Paramount. If you're into collectible stuff, I'm sure it's probably something that you're going to want to pick up there, I would say, most likely. A lot of nice packaging there, a lot of nice swag to accompany the films. So for whatever it's worth, I just wanted to let people, this is coming, I believe, in October, in just a couple of weeks, but I got my early copy, so there you go. And speaking of early releases, I think it's October 14th. Don't hold me to that exactly, but it's mid-October. This one's coming out. The Project A Collection, which is a collection of Jackie Chan films. Project A and Project A Part 2. Project A, you get a Hong Kong cut, 106 minutes, and an extended Taiwanese cut of 115 minutes. So that's pretty substantial. You get Project A Part 2. The Hong Kong cut is 107 minutes, and then the export cut is 98 minutes. This is a 4K release with audio commentaries, new interviews with Jackie Chan's best stunt double, interviews with music composers, stunt people, you name it. And a 1988 documentary on 3 members of the Jackie Chan stunt crew. Now, what does this look like? You're asking. This is 88 films, again, in case I forgot to mention that. You get a nice booklet here about these films, Project A and Project A Part 2. And you get the discs themselves, 4K Ultra HD releases of these 2 Jackie Chan films that have been kind of hard to come by stateside, but now we have them. And you get some collectible poster there, a couple of collectible posters there. So that's what you get with this new 88 films release. I haven't gotten a chance to take a look at the quality of these films. I'm sure it's pretty stellar because 88 Films does such a terrific job with their remasters. And I would be surprised if that's not the case here as well. So anyway, Project A Collection, and there we go, from 88 Films. And just a couple of other releases I'm going to mention right quick before this video is over. One is Burn, Witch, Burn from it's 89 minutes, 1962. This is written by Richard Matheson, of course, who also did The Incredible Shrinking Man, many Star Trek episodes, Twilight Zone episodes, The Night Stalker, Trilogy of Terror, Somewhere in Time, What Dreams May Come. We could go on and on and on. I did not get a chance to see this. I've never seen it, actually, but it's billed as a hair-curling horror masterpiece that includes vile voodoo, malicious magic, smoldering with action, suspense, and ghoulish fright. Burn, Witch, Burn, also known as Night of the Eagle, throws Janet Blair and Peter Weingart into a supernatural world of madness and dreams when ancient rites produce terrifying wrongs. A college professor raises hell when his pretty wife turns out to be a powerful witch. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the gist of this film. Let's go ahead and open it up, let you see what's in there inside the O-ring. And we have, there you go, and the back cover. So Burn, Witch, Burn, that's coming out in a week or two from Kino Lorber Studio Classics. So wanted to mention that. And we also have, this is an Oscar-nominated, Oscar-winning film. Sorry, not Oscar-nominated, Oscar-winning film coming to 4K Ultra HD for the first time ever. And that would be Murder on the Orient Express. It's so great to see this on 4K Ultra HD. It's obviously based on the Agatha Christie, I'll get it out, whodunit. It has an incredible international cast. Of course, they're all on board. There's a murder, and all the suspects are on board a train. And so, Albert Finney is Detective Hercule Poirot, and he's got to figure out who did the murdering, as they say. So, Paramount originally released this film in 1974. Of course, as I said, I believe it was Ingrid Bergman that won the Oscar for this film, I believe. Yeah. And so it was a multiple Oscar-nominated film. And anyway, this is a new 4K scan of the original 35mm camera negative. This is directed by Sidney Lumet, the super prolific director of many, many great films. What do you get in terms of extras on this? And there's what you get. You get a Blu-ray and a 4K disc. In terms of the extras, you get audio commentary by Howard S. Berger, Steve Mitchell, and Nathaniel Thompson. You get the Making of the Orient Express documentary, interview with the producer of the film, Richard Goodwin, Agatha Christie, a portrait. So, Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express from 1974, thankfully getting the 4K Ultra HD upgrade that it deserved. And we've got one more here. And this is a film that I've actually... it's not a perfect film by any stretch of the imagination. It has a really unsatisfactory conclusion, I would say. But I really have a soft spot in my heart for this film. And it's from 1977. It was never released on DVD nor Blu-ray until now. And now we have the first time ever release on Blu-ray of First Love. And William Katt, this was the year after he had starred in Carrie, which kind of made him a little bit of a, kind of got his career on a pretty positive track, I would say. He stars with Susan Day in this film, Susan Day of the Partridge Family, who played Laurie Partridge. And basically, she's dating an older man played by Robert Loggia, but he sees her in a restaurant one night. He's very smitten with her, starts talking to her, and she becomes his first love, as the title suggests. And they have a very intimate, really intense romance that is somewhat short-lived when she decides to go back to Robert Loggia. Will they or won't they come back together is the question, I guess you would say, so I don't want to spoil that. But this film boasts a terrific score by John Barry, very romantic, in the same vein as his other scores for films such as Somewhere in Time and many other very romantic scores that he did. This is one of his better film scores, I would say. It's from a 4K scan of the 35mm original camera negative. And Joan Darling, who was a TV director, mostly directed MASH and Taxi, she directs this film. Also stars John Hurd, Beverly D'Angelo, and Swoosie Kurtz. Like I said, this film itself is a mixed bag. It's a great-looking transfer. The bit rates are about 40 megabytes per second. It really looked good, what they did with it. I was very impressed in terms of quality, and never having it on Blu-ray before, it sure was good to get it. Like I said, the first two acts of this film are pretty good, actually. And there's actually some surprising nudity featuring Susan Day, which I'm sure pleased a lot of the fans of the Partridge Family back in the day. Yeah, but the final act of the film doesn't quite resolve itself in a satisfactory way. That's a big quibble of mine about this film. But nevertheless, I am a fan of this film, and I'm really glad to have it, and I'm so glad that Kino Lorber Studio Classics has issued this. There's an audio commentary here by the star William Katt and film critic and author Lee Gambon, who recently passed away in May. He was a friend of mine, and I had interviewed him twice on my previous podcast, Movie Geeks United. Really, really nice guy, and I still miss him tremendously. And so it's nice to see that we've still got work coming out from the late Lee Gambon, who passed away suddenly of a heart attack at 44 back in May. So anyway, that is my latest roundup of release titles for this week. Just wanted to do the unboxing of the Paramount Scares, and then let you guys see what else is coming down the pipe. Until next time, keep those discs spinning.